Ladies and gentlemen, we've got something rather amazing for tonight. It took a lot of Diet Cokes and KFC to get his attention and a lot of young girls for him to come on the show. Please give it up, as long as it's not your vote, to defendant Donald Trump.
Hello. Nice to see you, Jimmy. Although I must say that orange Kool-Aid MAGA drink you gave me before coming on stage does not taste good. I say it does not taste good, all right?
Well, of course not. Sodium X-pentothal does not mix well with orange Kool-Aid, bud.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry about it. Semantics, not one of your virtues.
That's right. I'm sort of a dummy. Oops. I actually said that.
Yeah, good old truth serum. It's my turn to give you a taste of your own snake oil with a bit of tweaking.
I don't understand what you mean, but it does sound smart, and never use that word smart with me. I'm quite allergic to it.
You don't say. Well, it's a bit of a concoction the boys in the lab have been working on to make you tell the truth, no matter how embarrassing it is. Take regular truth serum, given a bit of steroids, and voila.
Isn't this illegal?
Well, we won't tell if you won't.
Fair enough.
So how's the trial going?
Well, it's very draining. I spend most of my time either farting or sleeping, and quite often doing both at the same time. It reeks in there. My farts are putrid, but they have no stamina. The ejecta is weak. It's like a lower gas leak, no pun intended, but anything within a radius of 6 feet, which includes my attorneys, will suffer tremendously. Blanche, one of my lawyers, told me once on day one of the trial that my farts smell like a radioactive putrefied stem of broccoli mixed in with Victory 47, you know?
What's Victory 47?
My cologne. It's basically a knockoff of the once popular Clinique Aromatique Elixir, a horrible, nasty cologne from the 80s. So the scent of my farts has a bouquet of that smell, plus radioactive putrefied broccoli.
Oh my. And do you fart? I mean, when you pass gas, how on earth are your lawyers able to survive this?
Well, that's easy. I trained them very well. You see, a week before the trial begun, I organized a Dutch oven event at Mar-a-Lago. And while it was meant to weed out any lawyer who could not handle the stench, a tube was connected to me and was rigged to vent inside a tiny room filled with a dozen of my best attorneys. Whoever could resist the longest before passing out, well, we ranked them and picked the top 3, the ones who resisted the longest. So we picked Susan, Emil, and Todd. I mean, Todd was a champ. He took it in so much. He took so much stank. I could see his eyes rolling, and at some point he started bleeding a bit.
From the eyes?
Well, a little, but mainly from the nose. One of the lawyers eventually died from that ordeal, actually.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, let's move on. So please continue your story.
Sure. So I said only those in my inner circle are privy to my fart smells, and they are well-trained. I say well-trained not to pass out.
So you're telling me that no one noticed the smell when they passed by you or your inner circle?
Yes, that is correct. Unless you stay there for more than 5 seconds, you won't notice the death smell. It is highly concentrated, but only leaves a trace at the core of the gas exposure.
Fair enough. Please continue.
So I spend my days farting and sleeping, and whenever I'm awake, I look at the screen. And I'm too lazy to look up, so I just turn my head, to the left. It shows a wider angle, so I like that. It gives a live shot at the court proceedings, and if I'm lucky, I get to wink at the jury, or I give them my, arrested look, because Jimmy, I'm trying to make them scared of me, to intimidate them, but not in a clear, direct way. I don't want the judge to see that. So I want them to know that if they don't acquit me, my goons will run them down faster than I can down a soda after a 5-second marathon with Stormy.
And okay, so what strategies do you use? I mean, I can imagine you must be talking a great deal with your lawyers about strategy.
Absolutely. Todd and I talked about what talking points I will use on the day, but usually it's all dribble and nonsense. It's basically a word salad, a bit like what I do at my rallies. So, just talk and mix stuff and big words like hoax and conflicted and witch hunt.
Boy, you are, that's true. You've always had those words on repeat.
Yes, it's the strategy. I mean, the smart ones, so all those people who don't support me, they know I'm full of crap. But I truly have millions and millions who will do anything for me, believe anything I say. So when I talk to the camera, when I talk to the media, it's always to trigger my base into doing stupid things in my name, like all those idiots trying to impress me by killing puppies or overturning shit just to get a shot at being my next VP. It's a great thing, really.
Right. So you have your sycophants who just follow you around.
Yes, like that Hope Hicks chick. And you notice those who are closest to me are always attractive ladies. They make me look good.
Right, because you're just a piece of obese lard of Maynard.
Well, yes, I weigh 308 pounds the last time I checked, net.
What do you mean, net?
If you don't count with the poop inside my diapers, you see, that depends. So that's gross.
Yes, I'm sure it's very gross. So what else do you do during the trial? I mean, when you're done, long day in court, because I can imagine how grueling it must be for someone like you. I mean, short attention span, bored to tears, sleepy all the time. Sleepy Trump, right?
Yes, and unlike Biden, I actually make Sleepy Trump look good.
Good for you, Donald. Hey, do you actually get to see Melania at all during this time?
Not really. At least, not in real life. I tried to do FaceTime with her, but each time she picks up, she calls me by another name and sounds like she ran a marathon. Then she hangs up once, like 2-3 seconds in. It's very strange, I tell you, very strange.
She's very busy interviewing, I guess.
You can say that.
But Eric is there. I mean, not all the time.
And I,
Your son, Eric.
I don't have a son called Eric. There's John, let's see, Don Jr., Eric, and that new giant kid.
Uh-huh. So Eric, your son, he's in there by your side.
Well, he has to be if he knows what's good for him. I told that kid that if he wants to be in my good graces, he needs to be more supportive and come to the trial every once in a while. I mean, look, to look good on camera, to show we care. We're a happy family, which of course couldn't be further from the truth.
How so?
Everyone in this family is a moocher. They love daddy because daddy has a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. A lot. I have a lot of money. I have more money, than, everybody. I'm a multi-billionaire, self-made. And they made the show Succession based on me and my family.
Actually, they base it on the Murdoch Fox family.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I like to pretend. Really.
So how about Ivanka?
Yes, she's so hot, Ivanka. I mean, from a father to daughter kind of way, of course. I would totally date her. I mean, from a father to a daughter kind of way. But I call her often at night,
Why do you call her at night?
I mean, to ask her what she's doing, what she's wearing. As a father, I need to know these things. Like if Jed is with her, if she's alone, I can come over to protect her, sing her a lullaby to fall asleep in my arms while I rock her real nice. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
All right, calm down, Grandpa. You're just a horny old man, so it's not your fault.
Well, yes, that's easy for you to say. You don't have a hot daughter. Wait, you do have a daughter, don't you?
I do, and she's almost Ivanka's age. I mean, well, maybe not exactly. She's 10 years younger, I think.
You have to introduce her to me, one of these days. Maybe she can be my friend at first.
Man, you just definitely an old senile pervert.
I'm not senile. I mean, not really. I might be, not a smart man. Might be a little slow, perhaps sleepy at times. I mean, when it's really bored. Who would not react? Who would react this way, right? It's like a normal thing to sleep, and especially when it's boring. Right? I'm not crazy. I like women. I used to enter the Universe pageant when it was my company, and I used to walk inside when the ladies were changing and take a peek at their yummies. And I used to hide in the toilet when they took a shit because they were very nervous, and I love to look at their poop slowly drip down.
How would you even know how slow their fecal matter would?
Well, I can smell it, of course, and I'm a professional when it comes to poops, and I could see it from where I was hiding.
Okay, those details are details I don't want to know,
But even their poops looked hot. I mean, there was a time when I had a very elaborate shit fetish.
Go on.
I used to pretend in my daydreams that I was a powerful toilet seat and that I could eat or drink anything that would come my way.
That reminds me of the skibbity toilet meme.
Well, yes, you're funny you say that. I had the idea first, so.
So, okay, you like women.
Love women.
Sorry, love